So good morning everyone. I am Shalamiti Bayan, the leader of the group, and also I am the first reporter for this topic. So the title of our topic is all about visual information and media. So in your opinion, what is visual information and media? So visual media and information or visual information and media, it is some materials, programs, application, and the like the teachers and students use to formulate new information to aid learning through the use, analysis, evaluation, and production of visual images. So it says visual media and information play a big role in education because they combine learning with images, videos, and other visual forms. Humans are naturally visual learners. Most people understand faster and remember longer when information is shown instead of just explained through words. So, ang ibig sabihin nito is visual media and information, ito yung may malaking gampanan sa edukasyon. Kasi kapag ang mga estudyante is may nakikita sila na doon is napapakita yung mga informasyon or kumbaga just like for example is ang teacher is merong ipinapakita doon na topic nila, so in just like images, so makikita doon sa mga estudyante kung ano ang nais ipahatid ng report niyo na pinapakita ng kanilang guro. At isa pa, tayong mga tao is tayo talaga yung mga natural visual learners. Kumbaga tayo yung main, yung nagpo-focus tayo sa kung ano yung nakikita natin para tayo ay matuto. So, kaya nga sinasabi dito na most people understand faster and remember longer when information is shown instead of just explained through words. Kasi mas maintindihan natin kung meron din tayong nakikita, kumbaga visual. So kung sa report pa yun is tinatawag natin itong PowerPoint presentation para meron tayong tinitingnan na kung ano talaga yung pinapahayag ng impormasyon na yun at meron tayong mababasa. So, just like the given example here, in a history class, instead of only reading about World War II, students watch a documentary clip, analyze propaganda posters, and then create their own posters to show what they learned. So, it explains that yung mga instead na magbabasa lang sila ng World War II is mas maganda talaga yung pinapanood nila na documentary clip para mas ma-analyze nila kung ano talaga yung gustong ipahatid na impormasyon doon sa kanilang pinapanood. So instead na magbabasa, mas boring yun. So, kapag nagpapanood ka lang ng documentary clip, mas meron siyang exciting at makalearn ka din kung ano talaga yung mga lessons na naisipahatid ng World War II doon. So now let's proceed the visual information. So I will read the definition. So visual information is the artistic or creative representation or interpretation of an idea, concept, or emotion using different media. So meaning visual information refers to any kind of message, idea, concept, or feeling that is shown through visuals instead of words alone. It is more about the artistic or creative representation of meaning. So, ang ibig sabihin ng visual information, ito yung mga mensahe na kung ano ang gustong ipahatid nung nakikita natin through visually. So, yung mga pinapakita doon is, ito yung, ang tinatawag doon na visual information, ito yung mga idea na kung ano talaga yung meaning or content na nakikita natin that is communicated visually. It's about the message behind what you see. So, kumbaga, kung ano yung nakita natin na larawan, ang mensahe na nasa likod nun, yun yung tinatawag natin na visual information. So, I will give you an example about visual information. So, just like for example, a picture that is shown on the screen of your TV that you can identify that is corruption. So, behind those picture that you saw on the screen through visually, ang mensahe nun is kumbaga nagfo-focus siya sa corruption. So, kung anong mensahe tungkol sa corruption, ito yung tinatawag natin na visual information. So now let's proceed to visual media. So visual media refers to sources of data or information in the form of visual representation such as images that communicate meaning. This may be abstraction, analogs, rough illustrations, or digital reproductions of objects the data pertains to. So visual media, it is the channel, material, or tool that displays or delivers visual information. It provides the platform or vehicle where visual information appears. Without media, the information would have no form to be seen. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, ang visual media, ito yung visually na ating nakikita. At yung mensahe naman na yung nakikita natin through visually is yun yung tinatawag natin na visual information. So, the example of visual media, it is a PowerPoint presentation used in class. So, yan yung visual media. Kung wala yung visual media, ito yung nagpo-provide ng platform. Kumbaga yung makikita natin at yung ma-identify natin kung ano yung mensahe nun, yun yung tinatawag natin na visual information. So now, let's proceed to the next topic. It's all about types of visual media. So we have the first type of visual media. So number 1, photography. So what is photography? Photography in visual media is the use of images captured by a camera to communicate ideas, tell stories, or share information. So meaning, photography in visual media means using photos, images captured by camera, as a way to deliver information, express ideas, or tell stories. Instead of using words alone, photography communicates through what we see in the picture. So it can communicate ideas clearly. In a single photo can explain what words sometimes cannot. For example, a picture of a polluted river. It is immediately shows the problem without needing long text. And it can shares information that photos that capture in that camera can document facts or give evidence. For example, in ano ba? Journalism. So that photos of capture in a camera, just like for example, new photos of a flood or fire to inform the public. So in a journalism, ito yung ginagamit nila para mag-share ng information sa mga tao. In short, ang photography is in visual media, ito yung more than just taking pictures. It's about using images as a language to explain, inform, or move people emotionally. Hindi lang ang photography is kumukuha ng litrato, pero ang photography ito yung tumutukoy sa ito yung tungkol sa mga litrato na silbi mga walang words na lumalabas pero maintindihan mo kung ano ang ipaparating ng literato na yun para ma-explain o ma-inform ang mga people o ang mga tao na ma-inform ng maayos. So, next is video. So, video in visual media is the recording of moving images with sound to inform, entertain, or communicate messages. So, what does it mean? So, it means video in visual media means using moving images that are recorded to inform, entertain, or deliver messages. Unlike photos, where are still, video show motion and audio together, making them more powerful and engaging. So, why video is important in visual media? So, video is important in visual media because it can inform, it can explain or teach concepts more clearly. Just like, for example, educational tutorials on YouTube. So, we can learn also, magbibigay ito ng impormasyon ang videos na nagbabase tayo dito sa ating example na mga educational tutorials on YouTube. So, gain tayo ng knowledge sa nakikita nating videos in social media platforms. So, yun yung video in visual media. So, next is screenshot. Screenshot in visual media is captured or image of what is currently displayed on a device screen used to share information or document content. So, it means screenshot in visual media is when you take a picture of what is currently showing on your computer, phone, or any device screen. So, it captures exactly what you see at that moment and saves it as an image. So, why is screenshot are important in visual media? So, screenshot are important because it is to share information, just like, for example, a teacher using screenshot to show students step-by-step instruction. So, in that way, students can learn how to do that task because the teacher already gave them an information by using screenshot to show the step-by-step instruction. So, in that way, students can easily understand what they're going to do. So, that's why screenshot is also important in visual media. So, next is infographics. So, what is infographics? Infographics in visual media are visual representations of information, data, or knowledge designed to make complex ideas easy to understand quickly. So, what does it mean? So, it means that infographics, it is visuals that combine text, images, icons, charts, and graphics to present rather information or data in a simple, clear, and attractive way. The goal is to make complex ideas easier to understand quickly. So just like, for example, in how to wash hands. So, how to wash hands to prevent any germs or any viruses. So, we can see in the infographics a step by step on how to wash hands. First, we have to wash our hand and put the soap. So, as long into the end of the step. So, in short, infographics are like visual shortcuts. They turn long or complicated information into easy to read. So, kumbaga, yung mga napakahaba at komplikado na mga impormasyon is mapabibilis nating maintindihan dito sa infographics. Also, ang infographics, ito yung eye-catching visuals so people can understand and remember ideas quickly. Kasi, kung dun sa step by step and how to wash hands to prevent viruses or germs rather, is meron talaga siyang visually na maka persuade sa mga tao na basahin natin to kasi apakagandang tingnan at also yung mensahe din apakaganda na ipresenta ng information na yun. So, yan yung infographics. Now, let's proceed to data visualization. So, data visualization in visual media is the representation of data in graphical or visual form such as charts, graphs, or maps to make information easier to see, analyze, and understand. So what does it mean? So, meaning, data visualization in visual media means turning numbers, statistics, or raw data into visual forms like charts, graphs, or maps so that people can easily see patterns, compare values, and understand information without reading long text or tables. So data visualization is important because it can simplify numbers to large sets of data are easier to grasp when shown visually. Just like, for example, bar graph. So, also in data visualization, we have the common forms, which is the bar graph, line graphs, pie charts. So, let's focus on bar graphs. I will give you an example because bar graphs compare quantities between categories. So, for example, bar graphs comparing students' test scores by subject. So, bar graphs has numbers. So, for example, in Piling Larang, a student gets score is 98. In MIL, he or she gets only 80. And in math, he or she gets 75. So we can compare in bar graph, makukumpara natin kung ano yung mensahe na ipahatid ng bar graph na yun, na through nakikita natin visually, ma-identify natin kung anong impormasyon ang nais niyang ipabatid. Kasi ang data visualization, mas napapadali nating maintindihan kahit it is through statistic or more on numbers. Pero, napakadali natin itong maintindihan. So, data visualization, in short, it is the art of turning data into pictures. Instead of reading thousands of numbers, people can see the story behind the data instantly through visuals. So, mabilis natin itong maintindihan kahit halos mga numbers ang ating nakikita sa bar graph na iyon. Pero, meron din namang nakasulat doon. So, for example, students test scores by subject. So, hint na yun kung ano yung pinapahayag ng data visualization or ang bar graph na pinapakita. Bar graph or bar chart. Next is comic strips. Comic strips in visual media are a series of drawings arranged in sequence, often with text or dialogue, used to tell a short story or convey a message in a fun and engaging way. So, ang comic strips, ito yung naghahatid din ng mga impormasyon or nagsasadang mga storya. Pero ang true visually na nakikita natin is merong nakasulat na mga text para mas maintindihan natin kung ano yung prinisinta ng mga larawan or mga funny comics doon sa ating binabasa. So, not just like comic strips is give some fun and hindi lang basta kasiyahan or kanang yung mga nanginganyo sa atin na para basahin, but comic strips is gives us also a knowledge of what that comics wants to share an information, and also it can gives us some knowledge of what we have read. So next is cartoons. Cartoons in visual media are illustrated images, often simplified or exaggerated rather, used to entertain, inform, or express ideas, sometimes with humor or satire. So, cartoons, what does it mean? Why cartoon is important in visual media? Because cartoons, not just only it can entertain us, but also it can give us knowledge, because not all cartoons are not all cartoons is just gives us fun, no, kasiyahan kumbaga. Pero like for example in Disney, all yung mga pinapanood natin mga ibang cartoons din also, meron itong mga lessons na ma-learn natin sa huli or habang pinapanood natin yun. Also, meron din itong mga messages kung ano yung gusto i-inform ng cartoons na yun sa atin na ma-apply natin real life. So, cartoons is important in visual media because not just a fun entertainment to us, especially in kids, but also they can learn through that cartoons they have watched. Next is memes. Memes or memes in visual media are images, videos, or text combined with humor or relatable content, widely shared online to express ideas, jokes, or social commentary. So, memes in visual media are a form of digital content, often images, short videos, or text that people share online to express humor, opinions, or commentary on social issues. They are usually funny, relatable, and easy to spread. That's why they go viral. So, memes are important in visual media because it can entertain to people, make people laugh, and give quick enjoyment. It can be relatability, or we can relate because they often reflect everyday struggles, trends, or feelings that many people can connect with. In social commentary, some memes criticize politics, society, or culture in a light but powerful way. So it can easily viral because memes are quick and catchy. They spread rapidly across social media platforms. So features of memes is a combination of image and text, usually funny pictures with captions. It can relate to people with something people easily understand or experience. So, jokes, exaggeration, or irony are common, and also memes have humor or satire. Hindi yun mawawala. So, it can easily shareable because made for quick posting and reposting online. So, just like for example, in Facebook, we can post it or we can share it. So that meme is easily to go viral because many people is nagugustuhan nila yung memes ngayon, memes or memes. And also, meron ding mga relatable content na na-experience ng mga tao in their daily lives. And the last but not the least in type of visual media, which is the visual note taking. So, it is the practice of combining drawings, symbols, and text to record and organize information in the way that easier to understand and remember. So, meaning, visual note-taking in visual media is a method of recording ideas, lessons, or discussion by using a mix of drawings, symbols, diagrams, and text. Instead of writing only words, it adds visual to make information easier to understand, remember, and recall. So just like for example, yung nagsusulat kayo sa notebook nyo or sa kwaderno nyo, pinapasulat kayo ng teacher nyo, also nagdi-discuss yung teacher nyo. So, if artist ka, or gusto mo yung mapaganda yung sinusulat mo sa notes mo, para to easy understand is, gawin mo tong visual note-taking because not only it is eye-catching but also mapabilis mong maintindihan yung topic at also you can easily recall the topic of what your teacher have discussed. So, it can boost memories. Why? Because visuals help the brain remember better than plain text. So, totoo ito because dahil yung kung plain text lang is mapapadaan lang ito sa utak natin. But when we use visuals, we can see that visuals and also it can stick to our brain. We can remember better than plain text. Bakit? Dahil ang visual is parang nagka-eye-catch talaga sa mga natin. Kasi when we talk about visual, senses, five senses. So we use the sense of sight. So that's why we have visuals. We use these visuals to better remember the topic or better to remember what is that information or what is that topic means. So it organizes ideas clearly because concepts are shown in charts, arrows, or doodles, making connection easier to see. Also, it can engage creativity because it makes note-taking fun and personalized. Yun yung sinasabi ko na makaganda din ito ng mapabilis din ang pag-recall nyo ng mga topic kasi parang naiinganyo kayo na mag-study ako but they have doodles and it connect to your topic. Also have a drawing that can engage you to study the topic. So that's all my report about this about our topic rather. So next reporter is gonna explain to you what is his report. So next reporter will be Renel Andagon.
Formally, an information produce visual media. Visual media produced by informal organizations such as schools, government, and established media publishing outfit are considered formally produced, and other visual media are considered informally produced. Informally produced media. These are media created by individuals, usually for personal use or entertainment, without professional or institutional backing. This is an example of informally produced media. So what is the meaning of memes and clouds? They are the following image. Formally produced media. They are media created by established organizations like schools, government agencies, and professional publishing companies. Example, chart, graphs, and infographics used for official report and representation. Second example, images of formal speeches, classrooms, and official events. The main purpose to inform, educate, and communicate in a professional and reliable way. So next is purpose of visual information. The main goal of visual information is to gain attention, catch the audience eye, create meanings, makes complex ideas easier to understand. Last is facilitate retention, help people remember information. These are the comparison between formally and informally produced media.
Ngayon mga kaklase, ang tatalakayin natin ay tungkol sa visual design elements. Visual design elements, the building blocks or basic units in the construction or visual image. Ang ibig sabihin nito, ito yung mga pangunahing sangkap na ginagamit sa paggawa ng art o design. Ang media and information literacy ay tungkol sa pagiging marunong gumamit, umunawa at lumikha ng media messages para maging effective ang isang poster, advertisement, vlog o kahit simpleng school project. Kailangan natin ng visual design elements. May 5 ito. Ito ay ang shape, value, texture, color at form. Una ay ang shape. Usually a geometric area that stand out from the space next to or around it, or because of difference in values, color, or texture. Shape may also be organic. So, alam nyo naman kung ano ang shape. Aking lamang ipapaliwanag kung paano ito na related sa visual design elements. So, shape. Ito ay ginagamit sa paggawa ng layout at icons para madaling maintindihan ang mensahe. So, ang halimbawa nito ay ang mga road signs. Sa makikita nyo sa larawan, ito ay hugis polygon at may nakasulat na stop. Simple lang ito upang madaling maintindihan ang mensahe. Pangalawa naman ay ang value, the degree of light and dark in a design. It is the contrast between black and white and all the tones in between. Value can be used with color as well as black and white. Contrast is the extreme changes between values. Pinapakita ng value kung alin ang importanteng parte ng imahe. Halimbawa ang nakikita nyo sa larawan. Ito ay isang poster na may nakatatak na Tokyo. Kung ano ang mga bright na kulay dito, yun yung pinakamahalagang mensahe ng poster. Bright na kulay sa text para mabasa agad ang headline ng poster. Pangatlo naman ay ang texture, the way a surface feel or is perceived to feel. Texture can be added to attract or repel interest to a visual element. Visual texture is the illusion of the surface, peaks and valleys resulting in the feeling of smoothness or roughness in object. So, ang texture, ito yung nagdadagdag ng appeal o emosyon sa design. Halimbawa nito ay ang nasa larawan. Ito ay ang Crispy Licious Chicken Joy. Makikita natin ito sa mga ads na pagkain. Diba pag makita natin to, diba matatakam ka talaga dahil sa paningin mo, nalalasap mo na ang sarap dahil sa texture nito. Madalas itong ginagawang mukbang, juicy o crispy, ang texture para magana at mainggit tayo, diba? Pang-apat naman ay ang color, determined by its hue, intensity, and value. Color and color combination can play a large role in the design. Color may be used for emphasis or may elicit emotion from viewers. Color may be warm, cool, or neutral, plays a major role in our visual perception as it is influence our reaction about the world around us. It is therefore important to create color palettes that evoke the appropriate audience reaction. Ito ay isa sa pinakamahalaga dahil nakakaapekto ito sa damdamin at mood ng audience. Halimbawa nito ay red sa fast food logos. Sabihin na lang natin na si Jollibee. Diba, pag makita mo na yung red na merong bubuyog, matatakam ka talaga kasi alam mo si Jollibee na yon. Magugutom ka kasi nakita mo na si Jollibee. At ang panghuli ay ang form, a figure having volume and thickness. An illusion of a three-dimension object can be implied with the use of light and shading. Form can be viewed from many angles. Ginagamit ang form sa digital media para gawing realistic at engaging ang graphics. Halimbawa, ang litratong ito ay isang 3D graphics. Ito ay ginagamitan ng form para ito ay maging realistic. Nakikita nyo naman sa larawan, mukhang ito ay totoo, mukhang meron siyang kapangyarihan, di ba? Uulitin ko, ang visual design elements ay may 5 bahagi. Ito ay ang shape, value, texture, color, at form. Visual design elements help us create clear, attractive, and effective media message. Kaya bilang mga MIL learners, mahalaga na alam natin gamitin ang mga elements na ito para hindi lang basta maganda ang gawa natin, kundi malinaw at madaling maintindihan ng mambabasa or ng audience. Yun lang po, naway naintindihan nyo kung ano ang visual design elements. Ito po si Hannah Ringgit, reporter.
So, ang unang element ng visual design principle ay ang una ay consistency. Consistency of margins, typeface, type style, and color is necessary, especially in slide presentation or documents that are more than one page. So, ang consistency, ito ay tungkol sa pare-parehong paggamit ng style tulad ng margin, font at kulay. So, bakit nga ba mahalaga ang consistency? Mahalaga ito para hindi magulo at madaling sundan ang presentation. Kung gagamit ka ng iisang font, yun lang din yung gagamitin mo hanggang dulo para hindi nakakalito tignan. Next, center of interest. Center of interest, an area that first attracts attention in a composition. This area is more important when compared to the other object or element in a composition. This can be by contrast of values, more colors, and placement in the format. So, ang center of interest, ito yung bahagi na gustong ipatingin agad sa mga tao. Dito napupunta ang mga mata bago sa iba. Halimbawa, ang bahay na pula sa gitna ng bukirin. So, sa unang tingin natin, mapapansin talaga natin dahil nag-iisang pula siya at pinaliligiran ng mga berdeng kulay. So, mas madali natin siyang mapansin. Yan yung center of interest. Next, balance. Feeling of visual equality in shape, form, value, color, etc. Balance can be symmetrical and evenly balanced or asymmetrical and unevenly balanced. Object values, color, texture, shape, form, etc. can be used in creating balance in a composition. So, ang balance ay tumutukoy sa pantay na distribusyon ng bigat o tingin. So, may dalawang uri ang balance. Ito yung asymmetrical and symmetrical. Halimbawa, yung isang malaking itim na triangle at 3 maliit na dilaw na triangle. Yung symmetrical, yan yung itim na nag-iisang object. At yung asymmetrical, yan yung 3 triangle na dilaw. So, nakikita naman natin ang mga different nila. Yung symmetrical ay nag-iisang object lang siya. Tapos yung asymmetrical, 3 object pero balanse pa rin. Magkapareho pa rin sila ng balance. Yan yung balance. So next, harmony. Brings together a composition with similar units. If, for example, your composition was using wavy lines in organic shape, you would stay with those type of lines and not put in just one geometric shape. Ang harmony ay yung pagkakaroon ng pagkakaisa ng mga elemento sa design. Kahit iba-iba ang kulay o laki, maganda pa rin tingnan kasi may koneksyon ang bawat isa. Halimbawa, yang nasa picture, iba't ibang bilog na may iba't ibang kulay pero magkatugma. So next, contrast. Offer some change in value, creating a visual discord in a composition. Contrast shows the difference between shape and can be used as a background to bring object out and forward in a design. It can also be used to create an area of emphasizes. So ang contrast ay tungkol sa pagkakaiba para mas mapansin ang isang bagay. Katulad sa example, mas kapansin-pansin ang maliit na pulang parisukat dahil naiiba siya sa malalaking bilog. Yan yung ibig sabihin ng contrast. Directional movement, a visual flow through the composition. It can be by sedition of motion in a design as you move from object to object by way of placement and position. Halimbawa, directional movement can be created with a value pattern. It is
direction. So,
with the
ang ating
placement
mata
of
ay
dark and light areas
nakatingin
that you
talaga
can
sa
move your
isang
attention
direksyon.
through the
Yan
format.
yung ang
Ibig
directional
sabihin
movement
ng
ay parang
directional
gabay ng
movement
mata kung saan dapat tumingin. Gamit ang linya, hugis o pattern, parang gumagalaw ang mata na nanonood sa direksyon ng design.
Rhythm, a movement in which some element recur regularly, like dance. It will have a flow of object that will seem to be like the beat of music. So ang rhythm ay pag-uulit ng mga elemento para magbukhang may beat o daloy. Parang mga sa music ba? Parang sa mga music, ganun. Halimbawa, itong picture na to, na parang gumagalaw pag titignan mo. Yan yung example ng rhythm. Perspective. Create through the arrangement of object in two-dimensional space to look like they appear in real life. Perspective is learned meaning of the relationship between different objects seen in space. So ang perspective ay paraan ng paglalagay ng mga bagay para mamukhang may lalim o 3D. Kagaya ng picture na to, pag titignan mo parang ang layong-layo na niya, pero drawing lang yan. Parang 3D ba? Parang pag nakakita kayo ng mga 3D, ganito talaga parang totoo. So yan yung perspective. That's all. Thank you.